What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's listening challenge. If this is your first time here, my name is Wes, and this is Interactive English, which is all about helping you guys practice and improve your English skills. And the way we're going to practice our English skills today is by doing a listening quiz. Those are always fun. It's good to really practice our skills. So I want to give a quick shout out to some of you who are with me right now. Ira, Mustafa, Jason, Manu, Onasam, Jeffrey, Gosia, Anwar, Louise, so many amazing people. Thank you for joining me. Even if you're watching this later, this is going to be very useful because I want you to practice your listening skills, okay? So this is really an active listening exercise because you're not just going to listen to me talk or like people would do in another English lesson. I actually want you to participate in this lesson. If you guys are in the chat, I have some questions for you. I want you to listen, and then I want you to try and answer the questions. Even if you're unsure of the answer, even if you don't know, take a guess. I just want you to participate. And if you're watching this later, use the comments section. Use it like it's a piece of paper and write your answers in the comments. So before we begin, I want to give you a couple of tips when it comes to listening comprehension. And those tips are as follows. So the first thing to do, especially if you are listening for key details, is to listen to that specific information. Listen for the names of people or places. Listen to dates. When did things happen? Or numbers as well when you're talking about quantities. Those are some things that should stand out that really are listening for those key details. The next thing, which would really have to do with your overall comprehension and understanding the main idea of a story or a conversation, would be to use context words to put pictures in your mind. And when I say content words, content words, when I'm talking about content words, I'm talking about the nouns, the adjectives, the adverbs, the words that you can really put a picture to, the colors, the smells, the taste, that are going to help us. Like, again, you put a picture in your mind as though you're watching a TV show or watching a movie, and you're just following the story or following the conversation as it moves along. So keep these things in mind as you are listening and practicing. And okay, we're going to do this. Now, before we begin, I want to give a quick shout out and let you guys know, if you want to connect with us even more, then I suggest check out our email list. There will be a link in the description. I will also throw a link in the chat right now. And we just send you all this cool stuff from time to time. Resources to help you guys practice and improve your skills. You can access the secret fluency lesson. So check that out if you have not signed up already. So today, the way that we're going to do this, all right? I have 3 different listening selections for you. I am going to read each one. I'll read it twice, and then I will ask you some questions. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. And all of them are a little different. So I'll give you a little more information about that as we go through and I get ready to read these different ones. Well, I'm going to read it. You guys are just going to listen, okay? So again, this is a way to practice your skills. And your listening skills and make it an active listening exercise so that you can actually improve. So are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to practice your listening skills? Let's take the quiz. So the first listening that I have for you is about Game of Thrones. All right? I'm going to read you some information, or I'm going to tell you some information about Game of Thrones. I just want you to listen to it. And I'm going to read this at a normal speed. I'm not going to speak very slow like I am right now. I'm just going to read it to you at a normal speed. But especially if you're watching this later, because some people might ask, like, hey, can you slow it down? YouTube allows you to change the speed of speech. So just go to the settings. You can slow it down if you want to take a little more time to hear this information. Okay, here we go. So all I want you to do is listen, and I will read it twice. Ready? Here we go. Here is the listening. All right. So where is it? Okay, here we go. Game of Thrones is an American fantasy drama television series created by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss for HBO. It is an adaptation of A Song of Ice and Fire, George R.R. Martin's series of fantasy novels, the first of which is A Game of Thrones. The show was both produced and filmed in the United Kingdom. Filming locations also included Canada, Croatia, Iceland, Malta, Morocco, and Spain. The series premiered on HBO in the United States on April 17, 2011, and concluded on May 19, 2019, with 73 episodes broadcast over 8 seasons. Okay. Did you get all that? I will read it again. So many of you are probably familiar with Game of Thrones, so some of this information you may already know, which is great. So all it is about just listening, trying to comprehend as much as you can, and then answer the questions at the end. I'm going to read it to you one more time, and then I will ask you the questions. I have 2 questions about this. If you're just joining us, we are practicing our listening skills, and I am going to ask you some questions based on this listening. Ready? I'll read it again. Here we go. Game of Thrones is an American fantasy drama television series created by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss for HBO. It is an adaptation of A Song of Ice and Fire, George R.R. Martin's series of fantasy novels, the first of which is A Game of Thrones. The show was both produced and filmed in the United Kingdom. Filming locations also included Canada, Croatia, Iceland, Malta, Morocco, and Spain. The series premiered on HBO in the United States on April 17, 2011, and concluded on May 19, 2019, with 73 episodes broadcast over 8 seasons. All right. Now, again, somebody said it's hard to memorize. Don't worry about memorizing it, okay? Just try and take it all in, absorb the information. I know it's a little challenging, but my first question that I have for you, and I want you to write your answer in the chat, write your answer in the comments. I'm not going to put it up on the screen, the question. I'm just going to ask you because, again, this lesson is all about practicing your listening skills. So the first question I have for you is, in how many different countries was Game of Thrones filmed? Okay? Game of Thrones, the TV series for HBO, was filmed in how many different countries? Okay, I listed the countries. See if you can kind of remember. And again, this is information some of you may already know some of this. So if you don't remember exactly, try to take a guess. All right. Again, I would always encourage you to take your best educated guess. Okay, how many different countries was the show filmed? Now, I don't know if people did. I got this. This is all from Wikipedia, so I'm guilty as charged for using Wikipedia. But it's all from Wikipedia. That's what I'm reading. So if there may be some other place. Now, the correct answer, okay, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 different countries. So I'll show you the answer of what I said. I said the show was both produced and filmed in the United Kingdom. Filming locations also included Canada, Croatia, Iceland, Malta, Morocco, there we go, and Spain. All right, there are 7 different filming locations for the show. I know most of you said 6. Did anybody say 7? Did we get a 7 in here? I'm trying to go through. 7? Anybody? Most people said, maybe 5. Most of you are close. Game of Thrones. Davika, 7. Excellent. Perfect. Yes. Hauri, Carrie, yes, 7. Excellent. Okay, we got a few people. The next question that I have for you, and even if you can't get all of this, that's okay. All right. This is asking for some of those numbers. All right. And this was at the end. I want you to tell me a few different things. Can you tell me the year in which Game of Thrones began, when it was aired, the TV show, when the year that it began and the year that it ended? I also want you to tell me how many episodes were there over how many seasons? So I'm asking for 4 different numbers here. The years that the show was running, all right, it went from this year to this year. How many episodes were there over how many seasons? Okay, so those are 4, that's all in one question, okay? Because it all came at the very end. I gave you those years. I gave you told you the number of episodes and how many seasons. So some people, some people are getting the months in there. Aiden, excellent. So yes, as far as when it began, okay, excellent. Bassam, Onasim, Ramez, Gosia, excellent. So the show began, I think all of you did, in 2011. Okay? The show began in 2011, Ulissa, perfect. And it ended in 2019. There were 73 episodes. Yes, Abdo, Dubravka, yes, perfect. Over 8 seasons. Beto Blue, perfect. Yes, so I said the series premiered on HBO in the United States on April 17, 2011, and concluded on May 19, 2019, with 73 episodes broadcasted over 8 seasons. So again, those are those numbers, those key details. If you forgot them, it's okay. It's okay. Ira, don't worry about it. This is all just practicing. Now, this was a little more challenging. I know we've done these before, and I think some of them were a bit easier. I tried to make this one a little more difficult. So the next listening that I have for you, all right, it's a conversation. So just pretend like you are listening to a conversation. This is a conversation that takes place at a hotel. And it's a conversation between the employee at the front desk, the person at the front desk, and some customer at the hotel. All right? It's just a quick little conversation. I want you guys to listen to it, and then I will ask you a few questions, okay? So this is just trying to do a natural conversation. Again, if you guys are just joining us, we are just practicing our listening skills. I'm reading you something. I want you to listen and then answer some questions, okay? So hopefully this will be a little easier. It's conversation. Are you ready? So here we go. And you'll just put it into context as to who is who, the hotel employee and the customer. Are you ready? So here we go. Let's see. All right. So it's about asking directions. So the front desk begins. Hello, how may I help you? Hi, I'm looking for a place to eat, somewhere I can go on foot. Well, there's a great place called The Ladle. When you go outside, head to the right and go 3 blocks. Hang a right and go another block. Then go left for 2 more blocks and you'll see the sign. Awesome. I really appreciate your help. No problem. Would you like me to call you a cab? Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, silly question. Enjoy your dinner. Okay. That's it. That was the conversation. So hopefully, again, this is when try to listen to those content words and put a picture in your mind of actually watching these people, 2 people have this conversation. I'll read the conversation to you again. Are you ready? All I want you to do is listen, and then I have 3 different questions for you. All right, so I'll read the conversation again between the hotel employee and the customer. Hello, how may I help you? Hi, I'm looking for a place to eat, somewhere I can go on foot. There's a great place called The Ladle. When you go outside, head to the right and go 3 blocks. Hang a right and go another block. Then go left for 2 more blocks and you'll see the sign. Awesome. I really appreciate your help. No problem. Would you like me to call you a cab? Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, silly question. Enjoy your dinner. Okay. All right. So this is about asking directions at a hotel. You're probably wondering, well, why didn't the person just put it into their phone and figure it out? That's a good question. But for the sake of listening, it's just the activity. All right. So the first question that I have for you is this. All right. How far is it from the hotel to the restaurant? How many blocks away is it? Again, if you're talking about a block, it's just one street length. How far is it from the hotel to the restaurant? Remember, we were giving those directions. What do you think? Is it A, 4 blocks, B, 5 blocks, C, 6 blocks, or D, 7 blocks? How do you think? Remember, he told the person where to go. All right. All right. So what do you guys think? Some answers. Okay. All right. Maha, Senab, yes, Dubravka, sorry if I mispronounced names, Ramez, Krista, Gosia, yes, the answer is C, 6 blocks. Remember I said, when you go outside, head to the right and go 3 blocks. Hang a right, you turn right again, and go another block. So if somebody just says, oh yeah, go another block, you're just talking about 1. And then go left for 2 more blocks. When you total that all up, 3, 1, and 2, all right, we get 6 blocks. The answer is 6. The next question that I have for you, and hopefully you guys kind of remember this. This is a good one. All right. When you get to the restaurant, he says, you'll see a sign. Which of these utensils do you think you'll see on the sign? A, B, or C? Okay. Which of these utensils will be on the restaurant sign? All right. What do you guys think? Take a guess. Now, this again is you had to hear some specific information in order to understand this question and probably and get this answer. So what do you guys think? Well, maybe it's not as difficult as I thought. Some people are doing pretty well. Yes. So Onisam, keep going. Yes. Krista, VB7K2, excellent. Ira, yes, you would see B. The reason that you would see B is because I said there's a great place called the ladle. All right, so this is what, as a utensil, a cooking utensil, this is called a ladle. Now, if you don't know what the other ones are, A is a grater, like a cheese grater, and C is just a spatula. So the name of this restaurant was called The Ladle. All right, excellent, good job. That was awesome. I'm very impressed. You guys got that. The next one, okay, the question I have for you. So when the person, they left the person at the front desk, all right, when the person at the front desk asked if the customer would like a cab, why did he then say, oh, it's a silly question, never mind? What do you think? Remember, at the very end, he said, oh, would you like a cab? He said, oh, no, never mind, silly question, enjoy your dinner. Why did he stop and say that was a silly question? I'm not giving you any options for this. I want you to think through. Again, put the entire conversation, try to put it in your mind. Okay, what is the situation? What was the person asking? Okay, I wanted to see if you caught this. So this is something from the end of the conversation that, information that you had at the beginning. Okay, perfect. Yes. Basam, keep going. Maha, Minati, perfect. I said, remember, at the very beginning of the conversation, the customer asked, I'm looking for a place to eat, somewhere where I can go on foot. If you go somewhere on foot, then you're just talking about walking. You want to walk somewhere, preferably someplace that's close by, and you would go on foot. So again, that's another good expression. If you're not familiar with it, that maybe you learn. If you say, oh, like, how are you going to this place? Oh, we're going to go on foot. You're just walking. It just means that you're walking. Okay. So excellent. I have another one for you guys, another listening challenge. So again, even if you're just joining us, we are just practicing our active listening skills because I want you guys to write your answers in the chat. And if you're watching this later, use the comments like it's a piece of paper. Make it an active listening exercise. That's what it's all about. It's about practice. Now, the last listening that I have for you, this is from an article. Okay, so I took that other conversation I just made up myself. But this is from an article from the Architectural Digest. It is about the most expensive home in India. Do we have people from India with us right now watching this? So this is about the most expensive home in India. I'm going to read you the information. try to, again, don't think like, oh, I need to memorize every single little thing. Just try and get the main idea first of all, Try and understand the main idea. Try to pick out some of those key details, those numbers, and that will help you answer the questions. Okay, so I'm going to read this. It's a little longer, okay? So this is about the most expensive home in India, and then I have a few questions for you. Are you ready? Here we go. So, the most expensive home in India. Owned by India's richest man, Mukesh Ambani, the 400,000 square foot Antilia on Mumbai's Kumbala Hills is situated in one of the world's most expensive addresses, Altamount Road. Designed by Chicago-based architects Perkins and Will, with the Australian-based construction company Leighton Holdings taking charge of its construction, the building comes with 27 floors, replete with extra high ceilings. Every floor is equivalent to an average two-story building's floor. In fact, Antilia can survive an earthquake of magnitude 8 on the Richter scale. India's most expensive house also has 6 dedicated floors for cars, including Ambani's INR 5 crore Mercedes Maybach. Okay, so like I said, that was a lot of information to go through, but I want you to listen to it one more time, okay? Vipin from India, excellent. What's up? Arcana, perfect. We have some people with us from India, all right? Sorry if my pronunciation may be a little off if I'm mispronouncing these names. I will read it to you one more time. Again, listen to it. I have a few questions for you. Are you ready? Here we go. Owned by India's richest man, Mukesh Ambani, the 400,000 square foot Antilia on Mumbai's Kumbala Hills is situated in one of the world's most expensive addresses, Altamount Road. Designed by Chicago-based architects Perkins and Will, with the Australian-based construction company Leighton Holdings taking charge of its construction, the building comes with 27 floors, replete with extra high ceilings. Every floor is equivalent to an average two-story building's floor. In fact, Antilia can survive an earthquake of magnitude 8 on the Richter scale. India's most expensive house also has 6 dedicated floors for cars, including Ambani's INR 5 crore Mercedes Maybach. All right, here we go. So here's some questions for you. All right, and since this was longer, I tried to make it a little easier. Okay, so the first question I have for you is this. In which country were the architects from? All right, maybe it's not too easy. All right, think about it. We're talking about I was giving you all that information, talking about the home, who designed the home, who built the home, and I threw some different places in there. And this one may be difficult. All right, in which country were the architects from? All right. So the architects of this home are from which country? Is it A, Australia, B, United States, C, India, D, Austria? All right. So excellent. Perfect. Getting some good answers. Onasim, you know who I am. Perfect. Keep going. Wonderland, ATL. Perfect. So the answer is B, the United States. Now, in this text, I did not say the United States, but I did say a city in the United States. It was not California. It was Chicago. So I said designed by Chicago-based architects Perkins and Will. So Perkins and Will, they're Chicago-based architects. They're from the United States. Chicago is in the U.S. With Australian-based construction company Leighton Holdings taking charge of its construction. So the construction company was Australian. All right. The next question I have for you is, in this reading, I'm asking about the word replete. So I'm going to say this one sentence for you, and I want you to tell me. So it says, where is it? Okay. The building comes with 27 floors, replete with extra high ceilings. What does the word replete mean? So think about it. Try and put it in context. What does the word replete mean? What do you think? I'll read it to you one more time. It says, The building comes with 27 floors, replete with extra high ceilings. So again, this is just taking a word and trying to put it in context. What does the meaning of this word mean? It's actually, I think we had a vocabulary quiz maybe about a month ago, and I talked about this word. I don't know if you remember it. So in the story, again, I say the building comes with 27 floors, replete with extra high ceilings. Does it mean A, supplied with, B, constructed from, C, limited by, D, Austria? Okay. That was a mistake, all right? See, actually, I forgot to change D. That is from the last one. So you know nobody put D. That's good, all right? So I think you can understand it based on the context that the word replete, all right, means supplied with, all right? A, supplied with. The building comes with 27 floors. Replete, it means it's supplied with or it's full of extra high ceilings, okay? So again, it's just taking that word and see if you can put the meaning in context. The last question, all right, ready, is this one. Okay, well, here is actually a picture of the building, of the home, if you haven't seen it, okay? And the question that I have for you is, so this, again, think about it, all right? In this home, how many floors are for living space? How many floors are just for general living space? What do you think? Okay. So think about I threw out some numbers there when I was talking about this home. I want to say a building because it is a building, but it is just one person's home. How many floors, okay, are for living space? What do you think? Okay, all right. So yeah, this one, I think you guys, you got it. All right, yes. Onesem, Donna, Vipin, Basam, perfect. Maha, yes. So I said in the story, okay, there are 27 floors, but 6 floors are dedicated to for just cars. All right, so it's just dedicated for all the cars, which would mean that 21 floors are probably just dedicated to general living space, bedrooms, living rooms, who knows, probably a swimming pool in there. So 27 floors are the entire building. 6 of them are just for the car space, okay? Excellent, perfect. So yes, all right, that is our listening challenge. Again, this exercise was all about helping you guys practice and improve your listening skills, because that's what it's all about, all right? What I want you to do, all right, before you head out, in the comments, okay, especially if you're watching this later, I have a question for you. What is it that you like to listen to? How do you practice your English listening skills? Because I think this would be information that many people would like to read. So I want you to write that to me in the comments. Tell me what you like to listen to. Do you like to listen to music? Do you prefer to watch TV shows or movies? Do you listen to podcasts, audiobooks? There's many different ways that we can practice our listening skills. I want you to tell me how you like to practice your skills in the comments. And please be specific. Tell me exactly what you use, because what I want to do is I want others to be able to look in the comments and see exactly what other people are doing, because that will give people ideas about, oh, I can practice listening to this song, or I can practice listening to this podcast. So share with us. Sharing is caring. How do you like to practice? And be specific. Give us some specific information in the comments about how you practice your skills, because I think many people would like to read about it. If you watch TV shows, tell us which TV shows you are watching to practice your skills. The more information, the better. Write that to us in the comments. So thank you guys for joining me today. Lesnar, give some shout outs. Lesnar, you know who I am. Poonam, Jeffrey, Basam, Jorge, Long, Thank you guys for being with me. Please, if you guys like what we do, like and share our lessons with others who are trying to practice and improve their English skills. As always, we love hearing from you, so write to us in the comments. And you can check us out on social media. We're active on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course here at YouTube. So thank you guys for being with me. I hope you enjoyed practicing your listening skills, and I will see you next time. So long.